Personally, I want to say about my opinion about success. Success, personally, for me, is not only about high results in financial. For me, success has 3 points. The first point, when you have time to create what you want. The second point is when you have time to yourself. And the third point, if you have time to share your knowledge, experience, opportunities, abilities with other people, you are successful. And today we speak about that. Before I introduce our amazing speakers, just one word. You know, any speech, any performance must have intention. And today we have altogether intention to inspire you to realize your plans. And it doesn't mean any age. And now we start. And I want to introduce our speaker, Rema Mana. Rema simultaneously possesses the most important skills for a person. On the one hand, she has excellent leadership skills. And on the other hand, and I know about that, she's a very sensitive person who knows how to support, help children, engage in creativity, all of us. And in other words, be sensitive and thoughtful to everything that happens around. What does the concept of success mean to you?
Thank you. First of all, Elena, thank you very much for this wonderful introduction. I don't think anybody's introduced me as nicely before, so thank you very much. I'm humbled. And thanks to Mila for this great Women Empowerment Convention. So, as you rightfully said, success means different things to different people. You know, on one hand, it could be reaching the helm of a company, closing a business deal. Success, the way I look at it, has always been about 3 things. First of all, doing something impactful. And in my role today, we create the technology that helps the world act together, and act together on pertinent things like climate change, like bridging the digital divide, like accelerating digital transformation, which became essential at the time of COVID, where we all needed services like healthcare and education to run. So for me, creating that impact defines my success. Financial independence is definitely also another measure of success. But also on a personal level, I would like to say that I feel I succeeded when I have my 2 boys, independent, thriving in this world, but at the same time, very much in tune with their values and not losing their moral compass.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So now I want to introduce you Maja Antalovic, UAE Representative Office Director, Serbian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. But also Maja was taking a part in the Olympic Games, and she's an Olympic swimmer in 1996 and still is the youngest Serbian Olympian. Once upon a time, Maja decided to expand the range of her capabilities and reveal new abilities. Thanks to sports, she developed the character of a leader, and she currently enrolled in Harvard Business School in a leadership program and also obtained a degree in Japanese language and culture. And all these expansions is possible thanks to incredibly high activity as life position. Maja goes in for sports diving and, attention once again, she can fly a plane Cessna. Maja is a role model how to manage your life. Maja, thank you.
Thank you.
And what about success? What do you mean?
Thank you very much, Elena. Thank you. First of all, good afternoon to everybody here tonight. And thank you very much for the lovely introduction. I will join Ms. Rema there on this one as well. So I think you can kind of figure it out what success is for me. But when I try to define success, I always try to success, what is it for me? And I try not to do it for others. And there is a reason why. I think we are all very different. And if we would discuss success as a definition, we will see now that even if we ask the girls here or the lovely ladies, we will all have different definitions definition of how we feel successful. That is one thing. I also think that we need to, appreciate our uniqueness. We're all different. We have our priorities, we have our values, we have our history, we have a struggle. So this all will define what is success for us. Actually, every time that I think about success and how can I define it, it comes to my mind that what I thought success was 10 years ago for me, and now it's a completely different thing. So I found, I think, a very good definition for success, and that is that success can be anything for us. It just depends on your personal beliefs, your preferences, challenges, and priorities at the moment that we are defining it.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Very structured. Now I want to introduce you Maisa Al-Blushi, electronic engineer, youth leader, and Scrum Master. Maisa has a true passion to host and speak at public events. You will see it now. Her goal is to be an example of what a young, vibrant Emirati woman who can achieve and inspire Emirati woman based on her life experiences and lessons learned. She always pushed people to find their inner happiness even by eating a piece of chocolate. So she decided to write her own book, Be You, which is talking about self-confidence and self-love. And believe it or not, she is ballerina. I just want to follow our question about success and your opinion on this topic.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Elena, for such an amazing intro. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I always would like to start in saying that, do you know that everything starts with S letter is something nice? Like a sunrise and a sunset, a sea shields and a star, and of course, our woman smile. God bless you all. A round of applause. So if I would define a success as what Elena said, I will define it like what Rema also mentioned. It's from all women and all people around the world. They have their own perspective and their own point of view about the success. But if I would define it in my own words, I'll define it as a passion that you want to follow. Every single morning when you wake up from the bed and when you go to the washroom and brush your teeth, look to yourself in the mirror and see if you are smiling or not. If you are smiling, it's mean God bless you, you are successful. But if you see yourself 50-50, trying to find out what makes you happy, what makes you early in the morning when you see yourself in the mirror makes you smiling. So, you know what I always do early in the morning, believe it or not, and instead of being a ballerina, I'm addicted to chocolates. This is my full journey towards success. I started my early morning eating a chocolate, which is a bad habit, I know, but that's what makes me feel who I am today. That's what makes me feel energized early in the morning, and I want to achieve whatever success I want to do. Closing deals, being a businesswoman, being an entrepreneur. I'm a banker at the end of the day. I'm getting a lot of clients nagging my head. Imagine every day in the morning, calls from here, calls from there, nagging me on the head. At the end of the day, I'm smiling. Because I find my journey towards success. So be you, believe in yourself, passion at the end of the day, and always smile. This is the reason behind the success.
Bravo. I want to introduce you Mariam Hussein, artist. Mariam graduated the Acting Academy in New York, and she got in awards as coming actress in 2010s. Mariam is a dedicated actress that has won many awards throughout her career, such as the Best Promising Actress Award, Best Gulf Actress Award. Mariam has over 20 appearances in serious movies and plays, am I right? On top of her acting and singing skills, Mariam has launched her new website by Mariam, which includes many items such as skincare, beauty products, and her aim is to share her beauty secrets with the followers. Mariam, what is your opinion about success?
For me, success, it's like a song. It's composed of notes of goals fulfillment, inner peace, and meaningful impact. But the problem is there is some people, they try to sing someone else's tune, leading to stress and comparing their melody to others. My advice for you ladies, write your own song. Use notes that resonate with your soul. Set harmonious goal, prioritize self-harmony, and enjoy every note you play. Even, no matter how soft or loud, just enjoy it.
So, and now we are followed to another very interesting question. I want to speak with Maya about what biases and stereotypes are associated with career and age. What do you think about stereotypes in our life in nowadays?
So I think everybody who is or has been into the organization or corporate world has seen different biases and different stereotypes. I mean, that's for sure. When we're talking about stereotypes that are related to age, I think the first that comes to my mind is ageism, and also the youth biases as well. I mean, those are the ones that we talk most, not only in a corporate world, but also in life as well. Ageism and youth biases are determinal both to individuals, but also to the organization. And what those stereotypes are actually doing to the workers and to everybody in that regard is that they're limiting the opportunities to growth and to collaboration. And I think this is why this topic is so important, not only to be discussed today, but also to keep talking as we are talking about the gender equality as well. We cannot just leave this on the side. Besides these two, I think I need to point two more, and one is related to the career path, and the other one is related to the skills. And if we're talking about a career path, we have kind of stereotyping people who are not, or we want to see them in a way at a certain position, at a certain age, and usually it's that we are talking about a middle age, right? On the other hand, I think we need to point this out because now I think we've seen more and more differences between young people and older people in the sense of technology proficiency. Unfortunately, that is not always true. But if we're talking about the business world, we tend to stereotype that older generation is not technologically proficient. But on the other side, we see young people also not so experienced.
Thank you so much. And I have another question to Maisa. Maisa, what do you think? How can we all together maybe overcome our biases and achieve success as you at any age?
Age is just a number. It's just a lovely number. It sticks to our soul.
Yeah.
Okay. However, if I will talk about success, there's no age we can define it on this. I started my journey when I was 21 years old as a banker, and like the people around me, surround me, they was pulling me down like how a young lady can be a banker is a tough job, and how she can be an entrepreneur, how she can write her own book as a BU. How? We need to stop asking people how. We need to tell them where you find yourself. How do you find yourself? And instead of ask them how, or like who you are. So I always like to define saying that this is a lovely talk that always stuck in my soul. Yesterday is a history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why they call it as a present. So we need to live the moment right now. Grab opportunity. No matter where you are, taking risk is the most important thing to me. I always telling myself, I hate people when they want, telling me what you're doing is wrong. And instead of doing A, B, you're doing C, D. Why? Why shall I listen to them? Maybe some of them, they are positive comments. Some of them, they are negative comments. But you need to listen to your inner thoughts, your inner soul, your inner voice. As what Maryam said, write your own song.
What kind of song?
Do it. Write it, sing it, and believe in yourself. As a women, we have a big wing. The only thing we need to spread it out and fly in unlimited skies. That's
Perfect. Thank you. Sometimes we are thinking during our life what we need to change in our life, in our profession. And I have the question to Rima. How do you understand that it's time to change your profession or professional area? How can we catch that moment to go maybe and to choose another road? What do you think about that?
Yeah, very good question. And I think it hinges around three areas in my view. First of all, I think you need to really know yourself. I think you need to be very honest and truthful with yourself, whether you're feeling about the current stage in your life, how you feel about your role, whether you're stagnant. This leads me to the topic of learning and lifelong learning, because every day we learn. And we learn from different things. Formal education is one, upskilling is another, but we also learn by listening to others. Today, the last couple of days actually being here has been a great learning experience, I think, for many of us. And this is important in the perspective of us also recognizing when it's time for us to pivot. At a point when maybe we feel stagnant, we're not learning anymore, maybe it's the right time to look at something else to consider. The other thing is, of course, a growth mindset. So, those of us that are in professional roles, I think always when you want to make that leap, it's related to also being curious about what is out there and be able to take the risk or be willing to take the risk to step outside of your comfort zone, maybe to something which is a little bit unknown, but then you take that challenge on to see how this leads you to the next step. So we heard a lot over the last couple of days that, sometimes you don't have everything figured out, but it's good to take a leap of faith at times and go into that next move.
Thank you, Rima. Mariam, I know that you have many changes inside your profession and you choose any directions. Can you just share with us how to recognize the signs for career transmission, or how to find the signs inside our profession and to choose it?
This is a very interesting topic for me as I'm going through this transaction for the past couple of years. And I discovered a new talent and passion I had, a new dream, which is the singing. So I'm gonna start singing. I was an actress since 2009, and in Corona period, I started doing my online business by Miriam. So because in Corona period we don't have shooting and we stay at home. I start saying like, I need to work, I need to do something. I have a lot of followers. What can I do? I'm at home. I cannot act. I cannot do nothing. And then I had my first business online by Mariam. I started doing my first business online when I was at home. And after I decided last year to start doing another things like as a singer. So I'm very satisfied with my acting career, being part over than 35 movies and series, and it was time for something new to spice things up. This is the most important, to spice things up. Don't be boring what you are doing. Just change, do something new, and you can do it. Like even if you are 100 plus year, it's fine. You can do meditation at that time. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yeah. And before we start to find the answer for another question, I just want to say some words shortly about me, because sometimes I'm asking myself, why am I here? So I'm the author of the method 10 Steps to Your Inner Call. And this session is very include all these items that is very important to me. And when I'm thinking about our inner call, I find 5 words which is very important to follow it. The first one, when you want to find your inner call, you need to know your values, to know your values from your childhood. Values is very important. And the second part, you need to find your priorities. Values help us to find our priority way in our professional growth. The third one, knowledge your abilities. What you can do the best way. When you find the answer on this question, you know your inner call. And knowledge about how to combine your strengths, skills, soft skills, and also your mistakes. How can we combine everything to find ourselves? And the fifth one, development of emotional intellect, emotional intelligence is very important nowadays. It's the skills that open our doors everywhere. So 5 skills to find your inner calling. And now we're speaking about that. I just want to ask you how to discover your professional calling. Is it time to experiment and find your own path? And what steps will help you make your choice? What do you think about that? You can share here your opinion.
I always want to cover in this that never underestimate yourself, never underestimate your ability. In this case, you will find your inner call. Because, when sometimes we see ourselves like a small, tiny, rock in a big lake. Why? It's like we need to see ourselves like the crocodiles in the lake instead of the rock. So never underestimate yourself. You don't know who really you are. Inside ourselves, as a woman, we have a flower. Inside the flower, there is a uniqueness of a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond, but Rihanna, she's always said, go and show the people who really you are by expressing your flower inside yourself. Never judge yourself. People will always talking about you. If you're happy, why she is happy. If you're wearing a tall skirt, why she's wearing a tall skirt. If you cut your hair, why she's cutting her hair. They will always judge you whatever you want to do. So, just put that borders. Don't listen to them. Just follow your path, follow your passion, follow your journey. At the end of the day, it is yours, not them. And one more thing, you need to be thankful for your haters, by the way. Yeah. You need to be thankful for them. You know why? They left their own problems, thanks to God, and they're putting themselves in your problems. It's not something easy. A round of applause to them. It's not something easy. They left their own problems, right? So you need to be thankful for your haters. Because of them, you are here today. Yes.
Okay, thank you, Maisa. Any ideas about how to discover our professional inner call?
Maybe I can complement a little bit of what Maita said, because I think she said it all very elegantly and very, articulated extremely well. A couple of years ago, I was on a development program called Panorama, and Panorama is basically about the 360 view. And one thing our trainer said at that time, which really stuck with me, he said, when you want to know what to do, go to the balcony. And we were like, what do you mean by go to the balcony? And he said, literally, go to the balcony. He said, you are so engrossed in your day-to-day life that sometimes you really fail to see what is out there, right? So he said, when you are in that, take a step back, do a helicopter view, and really sit with yourself to analyze, is this the phase that you're happy with? Is there something else that you want to do? And then take it forward. So really try to pull yourself out from the current situation and give it a little bit more thought in order for you to see a different perspective that can drive you forward. And nobody is going to do that for you except yourself. So you really can chart your own progress forward.
I want to make some keywords of our conversation, of our dialogue. And let's make keywords about what helps a person find inner call in any age. Some ideas, bright ideas for our audience.
For me, it's purpose. It's always the guiding principle. What's your purpose? And that, for me, has always been my guiding principle in life.
I have to go with curiosity.
Curiosity.
That is something that I think have not been mentioned during this talk. But I also would like to go with knowing yourself, because I completely agreed with Ms. Maita and Rema as well. But I think everything we do, we need to understand who we are. And that's the beginning of everything. Everything else kind of follows.
Thank you. We are speaking about curiosity from the childhood, how we lost it when we start adult. So don't forget our childhood and be curious, because it's the first step for success in any age. Thank you.
So for me, it's like you follow your heart. That's the most important thing. Stay with yourself. Go to your room. Close your door, and sit with yourself. Meditate. Check what you have, what you need in your life. You know, because we are so busy outside, so busy. We have like a lot of things to do, children, husband, works, a lot of things. The most important is to stay with yourself. And this is one of my things I do in my personal life. I'm always look my door and sitting with myself, having my meditation for 30 minutes, 1 hour, inshallah 5 minutes, as you like. And listen to yourself. When you listen to yourself, there is a lot of things that will change in your life. Don't be always busy. Stop a little bit.
So, perfect.
Thank you.
Curiosity, don't be busy. Let's go. Any keywords?
I will highlight the keynotes or a key point, which is be authentic. Be authentic with yourself and be real. Be you. Be your favorite kind of a woman.
Yeah, it's your book, Be You. Yes.
Can I add one more?
Yes.
Be bold. Be bold.
Yes. Be bold.
Step out of your comfort zone.
Perfect, Rema. Thank you. Maya.
I already mentioned curiosity, and we heard so many words, but you know, at the end of the day, we're all very unique. We're all very unique, and I think this is something that we need to appreciate and to understand. So, absolutely be curious, but I'm just thinking about that now. Just, you know, absolutely go out of your comfort zone, but take some risks, but please let all the risks be calculated.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So it's like mini formula, how to make it.
I brought it with me. It's an onion. So before you get into the onion, inside, there is like a leaf here, yeah? You remove it. It makes you cry. You know why? Because like, it's like a trauma, a negative things. You remove it, you remove it, you remove it. And in the end, inside here, there is something sweet. Yes, inside the onion, this one, it's sweet. That's what we have inside us. You need to remove everything, traumas, like negative things, and search what you have here, the sweetness. Everyone, we have it inside us. So when you meditate, you stay with yourself, you listen to yourself, you will find the sweetness inside you. Every woman has.
Finally, I want to open one secret. Some speakers know about that, and they like my question. You know, every morning when you wake up, try to answer the question, why and what gets you out of bed? What gets out of your bed? And if you answer about your responsibilities, it means that you need to change something in your life, and it's not about your inner girl. And if you feel the taste of life and your expectation in your new day, it means that you are on the right way. So just try to ask yourself every morning, what gets you out of bed? It's a very important question and very difficult to answer this question.